All right, we should be having system maintenance right now because we're expecting version 3.2, and I've got all the details of version 3.2, and the next time that you see the game go under maintenance, head over to the channel. There's a good chance that I'm going to have a video explaining what's coming out. Now, everything that you're seeing behind me was footage provided by FoxNext, and that is because there is a new FoxNext Envoy program. It's a voluntary program. None of my videos are screened by FoxNet. I'm not compensated or anything like that. And I just want to say that this is developer-provided footage, which means two things. Sometimes these development builds are subject to change. And secondly, I personally have not had a chance to play the characters. So I'm not going to be saying this is amazing or anything like that because I've been oversold things on other games from developer footage. But I do want to think this is going to be a hard counter to Brotherhood. Phoenix looks amazing. So what's coming out in this patch? Two things, 4 characters. 3 of them are part of the X-Men team, and we're going to talk about the legendary character Phoenix, and then we're also going to get America Chavez, which is a brawler team. We're also going to get Red Stars 2.0, basically a rework to the Red Star Elite Orbs, and I do think that is fantastic. So, first things first, this team is supposed to be dominant in Blitz, dominant inside of the arena. It's supposed to be better than Brotherhood, and it looks like it's going to be a hard counter to Brotherhood. How are we going to get these characters? First things, Phoenix is going to be the legendary character. She's pretty much going to be the leader of the entire team, kind of like Star-Lord is, and she's going to be unlocked in a legendary event that requires villain mystic controllers. My goodness, you can see the characters right here behind me, and I think people are going to be short on the hand assassin. Loki, Mordo, Nobu, and Ronan the Cruiser. I think most people have Mordo up and running, Ronan up and running, maybe Loki a little bit, but Nobu was just recently made farmable. And Hand Assassin, I didn't really bother upgrading myself because there were other options to the hand. So 5-star unlock. So these 5 characters right here will be required to get Phoenix. Now, we got 2 other characters. We have Psylocke and Colossus. Colossus is going to be a Blix, and Psylocke is going to be an event character, kind of like Falcon. Now, what I'm going to do here is instead of just reading the kits, and I do have all the kits right here, I have a video clip that I just kind of want to review frame by frame. And we're just going to go through it now. Everything in this kit right here is 5 stars, 1 red star, purple mats, so 6664, so none of the orange mats. Now, I do have a sheet here that shows what the orange mat abilities are, but I just kind of want to go through the footage and explain what happens because there's a lot of really cool things that happen with the entire team. So we're going to make use of that Wolverine that we've had for a long time and Storm, get her Storm up. But first things first, we're going to go into battle, and the first thing I notice is on spawn, the whole entire team is going to get defense up, and that is from Colossus. So right from the start, everybody's going to get defense up. Now, if you put the orange mat on Colossus passive, he'll get 2 turns of defense up. Now this is raid footage, so nothing exciting, but you can see defense up happens right there, and that is very good. Now, there's a couple other things that happen passively. Phoenix gives everybody a damage and health boost. Colossus also gives everybody a health boost, and then Psylocke will give everybody evasion and counterattack if they fall below 50% health. So that is very good. Now, this is where it gets and becomes a lot of fun. The first one to axe is going to be Phoenix, and we're going to look at her passive first. Her passive is shown up right here on the screen. On ally taunt, gain taunt. Now, Colossus is going to taunt. So anytime Colossus taunts, she's going to taunt, and Colossus will taunt anytime automatically if the health drops below 50%. Plus, he has a 2-turn taunt. He's going to taunt all the time. He's very tanky, as you would expect. Now, 20% damage for X-Men and 20% max health. That goes to 30% if you put the orange mats. This right here is the purple mats. Now, this is where it gets really cool. She has two forms. She has right here, what you see when you start on spawn, and then also a dark phoenix mode. And it looks like you almost want her to die. In fact, if the rest of the team dies, she has a way of killing herself. We're going to go into that right here. And we're just going to talk briefly about the difference between her main form and then her dark phoenix form. Right here, she's going to go to her basic attack. Her basic attack clears 2 positive effects. And when she's in the dark phoenix form, this will hit adjacent targets. So that'll hit a lot of people. Very interesting. And then her middle ability will give everybody on the team but her stealth. And the reason why that's important is because she's going to suck health away from herself, give it to them. She's basically going to bypass heal block. She's going to give defense up to everybody, and then she's going to be exposed, and that's actually a pretty good thing. Now, the main thing is that she is going to take all the negative effects. Now, looks like she's going to be slower than Magneto. Magneto is going to put blind on the whole team. She's going to suck up all the blind. It's all going to go on her. All of the negative status effects are going to go on her, which is going to be crazy. All the burns and everything like that. And your team is still going to be free to act, that blind. Or Mordo, all of that. And it's okay if she dies. You almost want her to die because she gets OP and crazy, funny things happen when she dies. Now, her second form does very different things. She actually like steals 20% health and takes it herself. And then she gives regeneration to the team. And if it's X-Men, they actually get 2 turns of regeneration. And then her third ability, which shows up right here, will clear positive status effects from 1 target. It has extra focus. But when she goes to orange mats, it'll clear all the positive effects. And then when she is in the dark phoenix mode, this will be an AoE attack. Clear all the positive effects on the other team if you have the orange mats, or 3 if you just do the purple, and it'll be unavoidable. And the animation for that is over the top. Amazing. And also, when she goes into that Phoenix mode, she does damage to everybody. Kind of like Captain Marvel a little bit. Like she just does AoE damage to everybody as soon as she goes into the Phoenix mode. So we're going to just see how this plays out now. Turn 1 right here, just going to do a basic attack. So that's going to clear 2 positive effects right there. Very good. Got rid of the speed up and the taunt. Storm is going to do her thing. Fine, of course, there's going to be a lot of assists with Storm, which is very good. We got Wolverine's going to do a chain. All right, do your chain, Wolverine. I think most people have these characters up here. Now, Psylocke is going to be high pierce damage, which is going to be very good in conjunction with Wolverine. So you're going to be able to blast through high armor targets like Juggernaut. And her kit is very good. What I like the most about her kit is when an X-Men ally, so it's almost like a miniature leadership ability, drops below 50% max health, apply evade and counter to that ally. Woof! That's very, very useful. Now, on spawn, 50% chance to gain evade and counter. If you put the orange mats on her, that goes to 100%. And then she has 100% resistance against disrupted. So you're not going to be able to disrupt her. Now, she has some interesting tricks up her bag. Primary attack is pretty straightforward. Piercing damage, like I said, works well with Wolverine. Check this out. Chain attack right here. Attack primary target for 160%. Piercing damage. Change 3 adjacent targets. Clear 2 positive effects from each target. I approve of this message. That looks very good. Clearing positive effects is a good thing. I don't think she does that here in this footage right here. She actually does a basic attack. But chaining right now and clearing all this defense up would be amazing right now. And then this is where I got excited right here. Look at her special and think about the Brotherhood. Transfer 2 negative effects from self and each ally to a primary target. And then transfer an additional 1 effect from each X-Men to a primary target. So imagine you've got 3 bleeds on everybody. She's going to put all of those bleeds back on the target. All of them. All the bleeds are going to go. Or if there's a stun, and I think later in this footage, we're going to see her take a stun off of Colossus and apply it to the other team. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This attack cannot miss. This is why I'm excited about this kit. This is just an anti-Brotherhood kit. It looks really good. All right, let's just get to the footage. She's going to do a basic attack here. Like I said, the middle ability right here would have been better, I think. Could clear all the defense up. We got a basic attack. Now, I'm going to get to the Colossus kit here in a second. And Colossus is kind of confusing I'm not fully sure how this works. On spawn, if charged, generate one ability for yourself, then clear charged. Okay, so this is gonna make him a little bit better in raids, maybe better defensively on war, but I think this is gonna be an offensive team on war. If Phoenix is ally, gain defense up, apply defense up to all X-Men. We talked about that at the beginning video, and I believe his orange mats will give him defense up for 2 turns. When a negative effect is applied to an X-Men ally, gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. While charged, when attacked, attack the enemy for 75% damage, 10% damage per charge. So when he gets up to 5, he's going to be doing quite a bit more damage. And then right here, when an X-Men ally drops below 50% max health, gain 1 taunt up to a maximum 2. So when anybody drops below 50% max health, gain taunt. And then in Green Jay, when she's in her normal form, will also be getting taunt. So you basically can have both of those characters taunting, plus she's going to go Super Saiyan when she dies and goes into the Dark Phoenix mode. And then while defense up, gain 1000% resistance. And then as a passive ability, all X-Men allies gain 15% max health, which is bueno. I like it very much. Okay, basic attack is just that. It's a basic attack which issues out offense down. Melee ability gives a taunt. Now he gets taunt, gain counter, 2 deflect to self, and X-Men allies. Apply defect to all other allies, and then it's a taunt for 2 turns. He's going to be taunting always. If anybody drops below 50% health, he's going to taunt anyways. And then lastly, his last ability will extend the positive status effects on him for quite a bit longer. Increase the duration of positive effects on self by 2 up to a maximum of 5. Gain 2 death proof. Boy, he's going to be tanky. Gain 2 charge up to a maximum of 5. I like this kit. And he's going to be coming out in Blitz. Right here, I think we're going to do the taunt. And then as soon as he taunts, so is Phoenix. You can't really see it there. Let's see. But she's going to get the taunt right there. Yeah, you can see it. She's got taunt, deflect. Very good. Okay, let's see how this plays out. He counterattacks and puts the offense down. Very good. And then we're going to hopefully that she's just going to die. And that'll be fine. Okay, what do we got here? Still above 50% health. So as soon as they drop below 50% health, right there, okay, this is going to trigger Psylocke's passive right here. Watch it, we can see it go right there. Remember, it triggers. And then right there, we're going to, on the corner, you can't really see it. She's getting the counterattack and evasion right here. Now, this is interesting. There's a lot of choices here, and I think she's going to do, okay, so she's going to do the 3rd special right here, which is going to clear the positive effect off Black Panther and do 350% damage. And then, of course, in her Phoenix mode, I mean, look at the animation here. It's just like, boom! Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's see. It's going to go right here. Do it! Yep, to the 3rd special right there. Okay, I don't think we're going to see the stealth mode yet. Okay, so we're just steel form there. Okay, now, so this is cool right here because we're going to see in a moment Psylocke is going to go, and you can see the stun on Colossus, and the stun is going to be transferred to the opponent. Now, imagine there being multiple bleeds, multiple blinds, everything like that, but all of that is going to just be funneled over to the other side right here. So we're able to transfer the stun off of Colossus. I think this is just going to truly mess up Brotherhood. I think the kit was designed to be a hard counter specifically to Brotherhood, which I'm kind of interested about that. I mean, it's definitely interesting. Okay, there it goes. Well, that's pretty good damage. And then the stun disappears, and now it's his turn here in a moment as soon as the opposing Kree goes. All right, what is he going to do right there? All right, he can extend his taunt right there or do a basic attack, and that would have also issued out offense down. Okay, and now look at this. Let's see, give this stealth. Now, everybody's going to go under stealth, and looks like we're just going to do... Yeah, look at that. Okay, now her health is very low. Very low. Everybody's got stealth, defense up. And when she dies, that's going to be a good thing. Check this out. She goes down and she is Phoenix Reborn. She gets the 2nd form right here. There's going to be an AoE that happens right now and hits everybody on the other team. Watch that. Boom. Okay. And they get defense down. They get defense down. I forgot to mention that earlier. When she goes into the Phoenix form, they get defense down, which is huge. If you save the AoE from Storm, an assist, and that is just going to wipe out the other team having defense down. Then right here is a bit of basic attack. Look at that damage. That's pretty good. They had defense down, and that also is clearing positive status effects. Now, if she did her middle ability, it would have been take 20% life from the other team. That also would have been very good. Oh, my goodness. And then, of course, we've got high piercing damage from Wolverine, and this is a new attack animation right there. Killed him off. Looks like that's a team-up attack with Wolverine and Colossus. Basic attack will do offense. He does the extending of his positive status effects for 2 extra turns, but this match is pretty much over. Okay. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to briefly show the fact sheet that was sent over to me, which has all of the basically orange mats on these. And I think we went over everything in the video, but we're just going to recap everything before we talk about whatever name, Miss America. I know it's not, technically the comic she was called Miss America, but we're not going to show any footage of her. We're just going to talk about the kid. It looks like she's going to make the brawlers a lot better. Psylocke is coming in an event campaign. So that's going to be like Falcon. Basic attack has piercing. Primary target for piercing damage, chain, clear positive effects. That's a good thing. Ultimate is transfer 2 negative effects from each ally to primary target, transfer all negative effects from self, then X-Men allies to primary target, and that is when she has the orange mats. Imagine that, turn 1 with all the bleeds, all the blind, everything going back on whatever. You're going to kill somebody. Attack, primary target for 300% piercing damage, cannot miss. My goodness. Passive, like we said earlier, when somebody drops below 50% max health, apply evade and counter. Very good. Colossus is going to be coming in Blitz. Basic attack does offense down. Taunts, when the reason why the taunt is important, because whenever he taunts, Phoenix will also taunt. Deflect to everybody when he does this taunt. Very good. And the taunt is for 2 turns. If Phoenix is there, his ultimate, I don't know how I feel about this, but it increased the duration of positive effects by up to 5, by 3 turns, 2 death proof, gain charge. His passive ability gives everybody max health. He also gives everybody defense up at the beginning of the turn. And then when a negative effect is applied to X-Men ally, he gains charge, which allow him to do more damage. All of this is great. And then he also has an auto taunt. An X-Men ally drops below 50% health, game taunt. I love tanks that taunt automatically without having to do a turn. Phoenix, which is going to be basically the leader, the legendary event. Like I said, it's going to require villain, mystic controllers. My goodness, get your hand assassin ready. Clear 2 positive effects, but when she goes into the dark form, it will also hit adjacent targets. Her middle ability gives stealth to everybody but her. They all get defense up, but they're already going to have defense up from Colossus at spawn, but it's going to happen. She's going to redistribute max health from herself, and they're going to get it up to an additional 10,000. That's with the orange mats. Bypasses heal block. Transfer all negative effects to her. All the blinds are going to go to her. All the bleeds are going to go to her. So they can still do her thing and let her die because she pretty much wants to die. Now, this is kind of interesting. If there are no allies, she can kill herself. She has a suicide move. And then her passive, she'll go into the Dark Phoenix. Her ultimate ability does quite a bit of damage, clears all the positive effects, up to 3 with the purple mats. With orange, it'll go to all positive effects and has extra focus. On death, summon Dark Phoenix, which is a separate form. Cannot be revived. When somebody else taunts, she taunts. This is where her leadership ability basically is. Extra damage. It's 20% on the purples, 30% on the oranges, max health, and so on. Her Dark Phoenix mode, which is just going to go over quickly. Her basic is upgraded to hit adjacent targets. Still clears positive effects. She steals 20% health from enemies and gives it to herself. So like before she goes into Dark Phoenix, she's basically like crippling herself. And then after she goes into Dark Phoenix, she's like healing herself. Apply regeneration to all allies. So she's going to get an additional regeneration to X-Men allies. And then her ultimate hits everybody instead of one target. And if you've got the orange mats, it'll clear all the positive effects. And then as soon as she goes into this form, woo, she does damage to everybody and defense down for 2 turns. That is a big deal. Okay, America Chavez, which is Miss America. She's going to be a great addition to a Hero Brawler team. So that's going to be with Miss Marvel and so on. Her kit is really simple. I think the main thing about her kit is that all Hero Brawler allies are going to gain 20% max health. And then she applies defense down on her basic. So with all those assists, if she assists, she's going to be applying that defense down, which is very useful. Attack primary target for 300% damage, plus 75% more damage per Hero Brawler ally. And then she has a way of clearing positive effects. So this is very good. So, at the end of the day, I'm pretty excited about all of this. We're also going to be getting, next patch, are going to be getting Agent Coulson and Cyclops. But for now, we're going to get these 4 new characters. Get your Hand Assassin ready so that you can participate in the legendary event. Also, there is a new patch for BlueStacks that allows everybody to use Mac. So I guess you can play this game now on Mac using the program BlueStacks. I'm sponsored by BlueStacks. There's a link in the description. And then the next time that the game goes under maintenance, check the channel. And I probably will have a video. And of course, thanks to FoxNext for providing all this footage. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.